Gnanmanjari Modern School. Student, in our last video we have ended active and passive voice of simple present tense. Means we have done simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. Means all the simple tenses have been done in active and passive. So today I would like to start one new book which is there with you even. So today we will start supplementary reading, and this book is full of beautiful and interesting stories with moral. So the first unit of this book is that The Lost Child, and it is written by Mulk Raj Anand. Mulk Raj Anand is an Indian author, and you will surely enjoy this story even too, because here you will find a boy just the same age of your boys, and that boy was lost in the fair, and what will happen after that, that will be the story of this first unit. Let's start it, student. But before I start, I would like to tell you that please keep this book with you so that you can enjoy this story very easily. It is indeed a beautiful story. So please keep a book, that supplementary reading, and the name of that book is Moment. So please keep that Moment book with you. Let me start it, student. So I am talking about this book Moments, and we are going to start the unit number 1, and which is here on page number 1. The Lost Child, and it is written by Mulk Raj Anand. Before I go for the actual book, I would like to read those lines which are there at the beginning point. Okay, a child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there. So here we have one child, and that child goes to a fair, that village fair, with his family, with his mother and father. And what happened that now child wants all the sweets and toys and everything, but his parents don't buy them for him. But parents are not ready to buy those things to him. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? So what happened? Suddenly something happened in the middle, and that all the things means toys and sweets and balloons and all things that some other person has given those things to child. But at that time child was not ready to accept those things, though he wanted those things badly when he was with his parents. So why he didn't accept those things which have been given to him by other person? Let's see. Okay, so here we have pictures, so it will be very funny or interesting for you to see the pictures and all. It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shade of narrow lands and LA emerged a gaily clad humanity. So it was time of spring, and the festival of spring, here it is written. From the wintry shade of narrow lands and LA emerged a gaily clad humanity. Here we got 3 new words, that is LS, gaily and clad. Let me write it. See, some of the meanings are given in the book, and some we have to do by ourselves. Okay, gaily means merrily. Clad means covered. LS means we can say lines. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. So this is the description of that fair. So in that fair, some people walking, some people were doing horse riding, some people were just sitting, and some were watching that bamboo performance. And among these all things, one boy came with his parents, brimming with life and laughter. Brimming means filling, we can say here. Filling, or we can say full of life and laughter. It means that boy was very much happy and in jolly mood. Okay, turn the page number 2. Come child, come, hold the parents, as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. So, there was a line of all the shops. Means shops of sweets, shops of toys, and shops of clothes and everything. So the boy was there standing all alone, and their parents were just going ahead of him. So his parents told him, "Come child, come." Means he was told to come with his parents. He was told to come with his parents, or we can say he was told to walk with his parents. As he lagged behind. He lagged behind means he was still there, and his parents were going ahead. Fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. And he was just fascinated. Fascinated means attracted. And lagged behind, so we can say moving back. So he was moving back, and he was busy in watching those toys, sweets, and all the shops. He hurried toward his parents, and his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. So what he is doing, he was following his parents, and but his mind and his heart and his eyes were still wanting those toys, still wanting those sweets and all. So his eyes still lingering on. Lingering means here waiting. Or you can say student wanting. Longing you can also say. To where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. So when he just joined his parents, at that time he couldn't suppress his desire of buying those sweets and those balloons and those that toys. And answer, he knew the answer. He knew that his father would never allow him to buy those toys, sweets, balloons and all. So the old stare of refusal means here he is talking about his father. The old stare of refusal. So he was talking about his father. So here he is talking about his father. It means his father, we cannot say that his father was very cold, but his father was very strict by nature. I want that toys, he pleaded. Pleaded means he requested. Finally, that boy just told that I want that toys. Means he wanted that toys, and he after mustering all the courage, after that collecting all the courage, though he knew the answer would be no, and though he knew that his father was very much strict by nature, he just told that I want that toys. Means he wanted that toys. His father looked at him red-eyed and in his familiar tyrant's way. Tyrant means cruelty. So as he knew the answer that father would not allow him to buy those toys and those sweets. So when he just told that I want that toys, his father became angry. With red eyes means with anger, and tyrant's way means cruelty. So this happened when that boy told his father for that toys. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold. Said, "Look, child, what is before you?" And now what happened? His mother was very much kind and gentle toward boy, and she was enjoying that fair, and she was enjoying that fair in free spirit. So generally, all the mother does the same thing. And here, what happened when the child just put his desire to buy those toys and sweets, at that time father became very angry. And after seeing that scene, what did mother do? Mother just told his boy to hold his finger, and she was trying to just divert that boy's mind and boy's attention, and by telling that, "Look, child, what is before you?" Means she wanted to divert his mind. It was a flowering mustard field, pale like the melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. So here we got some idea about the child's mother. So she was very kind, she was gentle by nature, and caring for that boy. So it was flowering mustard field, pale means light in color. Like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. So the mustard fields were just spreading, were there, and those fields were spread across miles and miles. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings. And what was there about that mustard field? So a group of dragonflies, one type of insect it is. So bustling means making noise. After that, bustling about their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone-backed bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. Not only dragonflies, but bee and butterflies were also there, and they were in search of sweetness of flower. The child followed them in the air with gaze till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it. So now boy got another attention. Boy was trying to catch those flies and butterflies and bee, and he was continuing that thing until he caught anyone. But it could go fluttering, flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hand, and he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't give up until he caught one butterfly. Then his mother gave a cautionary call, "Come child, come on the footpath." So when he was busy in searching, or when he was busy in catching this butterfly and this bee and flies and everything, at that time his mother told him, and his mother told him to come with them. So here we have ended this paragraph, student. You please note down this thing first. After that we will go for another paragraph. Please note down this. This story is full of new words, so you will get many new words from this story. He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. Abreast means side by side. Means as his mother asked him, so he was walking with his parents, while being, however, soon left behind, and that thing was still there. He just left behind. And why did he just do that? Because he was busy in watching those sweets shop and all the things. Attracted by the little insect and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. And this time what did he see? He was attracted by those insects. He was attracted by those worms which were just teeming out, means coming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. "Come child, come," his parents called from the shade of the grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. So now what happened? His parents were sitting in the shade of the tree. So here we have one word, that is grove. Shade of a grove means small forest. Means a fruit tree, or you can say small forest. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hand. So now he was there entering into that grove, and at that time he forgot his parents, and he began to gather the raining petals in his hand. And another activity he got, he just started gathering But lo, means he heard the cooing of doves and ran toward his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove!" The rainy petals dropped from his forgotten hands. So he was busy in collecting those rainy petals. Now what happened? He just saw something else. And what was that? That was dove. So he became that, he just heard the sound of dove. See, cooing of doves. Cooing means sound of dove. He was in that mood of fun and enjoyment, and he just shouting, "The dove, the dove!" And he just dropped those raining petals and running towards the dove. "Come, child, come!" they called to the child, who had now gone running in wide capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they looked the narrow, winding to footpath which led to the fair through the mustard field. So when he was going there, at that time his parents were calling him, but he was busy in collecting those the rainy petals and watching those doves. Winding and gathering him up, they took the narrow path. Now what happened? Exactly at this place, his parents just took another road, means narrow path, and that path was moving toward or leading to the fair. Leading to the fair through the mustard field. On page number 3, as they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Finally, he was going to enter into that fair, and the fair was near the village. The child could see many other footpaths full of throngs. Throngs means here crowd. Converging to whirlpool of the fair. Converging means approaching each other, and whirlpool means turmoil. Is the description of fair. At once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. So now he was confused because he was going to enter in a new world, and that world is another fascinating or that attractive word it is. A sweet meat seller hoped gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed around his counter at the foot of architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. So now he was there, and he was near that sweet mart, means sweet meat seller. Hoped means sell out by price. Sold by outcry, or you can say sold by shouting. And that hawker was selling gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. So boy was there, and those sweets were decorated with colorful sweets were there, and it was decorated with different colors, leaves of silver and gold, and the child open-eyed and his mouth watered for the barfi that was his favorite sweet. So that boy was so fascinated by those all the sweets, and his mouth watered for the barfi, and barfi was his favorite sweet. I want that barfi. He slowly murmured. Murmured means here speak. He spoke very slowly, and what did he speak? He just told that I want that barfi. Means he slowly murmured, but he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So he knew the answer. Their father would not buy him that barfi. So once he told that I want that barfi, but after that he didn't tell anything about sweets, and he just started walking ahead. Here we got one word, that is plea. Plea means request. He knew that his request would surely not be accepted. So he didn't ask another thing, and he didn't wait for the answer, and he just moved on. The flower seller hoped. Again there was another shop, and that was flower shop. Student, first you note down these new words. After that we'll go for another new words. Please note down this. Now it was flower shop. First it was sweet shop, and now it was flower shop. Let's see what did he do at flower shop. So flower seller hoped a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. So he was selling a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured. Again he went towards that basket where those gulmohar garland were there in that basket. Again he murmured, means he spoke slowly, I want that garland. Again he wanted that garland too. First of all he wanted barfi, after that he wanted garland. But he even knew this, his parents would refuse to buy those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. But answer he knew. He knew that his parents would not allow him to buy those flowers or garland. And so without waiting for answer he moved on. So he didn't ask a second time and he just moved on. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. Now what happened? It was balloon shop. Man was standing there with that pole. Pole means that long stick, you can say. A pole. A long stick. and there was yellow, green, purple balloons were there. The child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all. Now it was too much, and child wanted those balloons. Balloons were his favorite toy, so it was now irresistible that thing, or he was full of overwhelming joy and desire of possessing that balloons. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on further. So the same thing, he thought about the same thing, and he thought that he would know the answer. He would know the answer that his parents would not allow him to buy those balloons, and what reason they would give. So they would tell that he was too old to play with balloons. So first it was a sweet mart, means sweet shop, and there he wanted barfi, and his parents would not allow him to buy barfi. Secondly, it was flower seller, and he wanted gulmohar garland. Thirdly, it was balloon seller, and he wanted those balloons badly, means he wanted that he couldn't even resist his that desire of buying balloons. Now let's see what he would see after that. Okay, students, I think now the remaining part we will do in another video. So this is for today. 3 things that boy has just seen. 3 things: sweet shop, balloon shop, and those flower shop. So what other things he had seen in that this fair, and why the title of the lesson is Lost Child? That would be revealed in next video. So for that you have to wait for next video. Now it's time to give you homework. So students, in this unit you have a list of new words. So your homework is write all the new words of this unit. Number 1, the lost child. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to write the new words of this unit 1, the lost child. We will meet again in next video with the revelation of this story, means why does this unit has the title Lost Child. That will be revealed, that will be disclosed in next video. Thank you.
You